What is up? I'm at the beach at my man John McCormick's house. I don't know if it was okay to say his name, but I am at his house and he's cooking for us, and he just thumbs up, but you didn't see that. Anyhow, I want to share a lesson with you guys today, and it's really simple, and actually I'm stealing today's 6-man lesson because I borrowed it. A pastor I met, I don't know, I probably met him about 7 years ago, wrote a book about this thing called The Law of Capacity, and I'll tell you about it. I'm going to cut to the chase. He said that everybody wants to do great things, but oftentimes our capacity, whatever it is just not large enough to accommodate the dreams we have or the things we really want to do. So for instance, we talk a lot on these blogs about some of you guys who really have aspirations to either play college sports, or some of you have dreams to even play professionally. But here's the deal, and he made it very clear. He said, if you want to do something but you have a certain capacity, even if your dream happened tomorrow, even if somebody picked up the phone and called you and said, man, this is your lucky day, we want to get you going, let's say it's the NBA, we got a 10-day contract for you, all right? All you got to do is show up, you get paid $10,000, and if at the end of that 10-day period you do well, we'll hire you on for another 10-day contract. I mean, that's how they do it a lot of times. And in a season, used to be that if you got 3 10-day contracts, they had to hire you for the rest of the season. In other words, you got a year's contract because you were good enough to last 3 10-day contracts. But what if prior to that you hadn't trained in about 6 months, you've been eating at Burger King every day, taking advantage of the Whopper Junior meal, you know, you hadn't been hydrated, you had been drinking alcohol, you know, at night, and waking up and smoking a pack of cigarettes every day before 10 o'clock in the morning. And you're not a bad basketball player, but that's how you've been taking care of your body. Obviously, your capacity to play at that level is probably not what it should be. And this pastor, his name is Eddie Windsor. He pastors over in the United Kingdom, and him and his family are over there. And he made this illustration very clear. He had a glass of water like I'm holding here, and he said it's kind of like this. In your little world, let's say this is what you're able to accommodate. Your knowledge of how to manage money, your knowledge of how to manage your lifestyle, your knowledge and your ability to be self-disciplined, to practice when you should, to do the right things, to understand that you know, there's any number of family dynamics you have to deal with as a professional athlete. You've got temptation all over the place, and it's just a hornet's nest of things to deal with. And your ability, let's say your ability to deal with all of that stuff is about equivalent to this bottle cap. Here's your opportunity, and I can tell you right now, you're looking at the water in this glass. I'm sure you can tell there's more water in this glass than can fit in this cap. And so he did this illustration, you know, and he poured water all over our floor at the church where I used to go to, but it was very simple. He said, hey, if this is your opportunity, the thing you want more than anything in life, and it meets your capacity, but it exceeds your capacity, this is the result. So here you are with as much as you can handle. Here's your opportunity, and you just missed it because you weren't able to accommodate it. What got poured onto you far exceeded what you were able to handle. And so your 10-day contract, it happened, and maybe you got 2 good days out of that 10-day contract. Let's say your team, that NBA team that you played for, and over the course of 10 days, let's say they played 7 games, and out of the 7 games, you played pretty well in 1 of them, and basically that was it. That's your capacity. You didn't have the conditioning, the wherewithal, the self-discipline, the understanding, the focus, to really do better than doing well in 1 game. And so you just missed your opportunity, and now it's gone. You know, a friend of mine, he plays for a band, and he said, he came to speak to some students at my school one day, and he said that the opportunity of a lifetime is only good for the lifetime of the opportunity. And he said what that means is that when you have to be ready to strike when the getting is good, as they say. You know, if you're not ready, you could miss out on something simply because you weren't prepared. So enough of this jibber jabber. Here's the deal: you got to figure out how to increase your capacity. If your skill level, your conditioning is not up to par, you got to find ways to increase it. You've got to find mentors. You've got to find training. You've got to increase. You've got to better your diet. Hey, you might even have to go get a job so you can eat enough food to be competitive, to make your body do what it's required to do. Bottom line is, increase your capacity, and you'll be ready for the opportunity of a lifetime when it hits you. I'm the 6th man, and I'm done talking to you. Peace.